Hello everyone, I'm Xiao. This time, let's check out its new 20 types of ashes. And at the end, I'll show you a chart of all 64 types of ashes that exist in the game. If there are items that may involve spoilers, I'll put them in a separate chapter. Players who don't want to be spoiled can skip over this section at will. Feel free to dig in. So, no more blabbing, no more hesitations, give a like, and let's get started. The Manfly Ashes has a very low FP cost of only 29, summoning 3 Manfly spirits. One of them tends to spray poison from a distance, while the other 2 prefer close combat. The poison efficiency is acceptable, but their own health is low, and the poise value is also low, which can lead to knockout and stiffness, but overall, it's better than the Spirit Jellyfish Ashes. The Spider Scorpion Ashes is the most difficult to use trash ash in the whole game. Starting from summoning, it will make you feel confused. It always pops up in the most remote corners of the district, far from the enemy. It must be a special design by the production teams, but no clue why. It costs 41 focus points, and the introduction says that its tail is poisonous. But I've tested it multiple times with Giants and Godric. Every time, either it dies, or the enemy dies before it can do much. Its own poise value is low, always suppressed by the enemy. Even if I draw the enemy's fire to let it attack, the results are still disappointing. In short, it is not a normal Ashes. The Finger Creeper Ashes consumes 80 focus points. It's very tough but has no damage. The survivability is strong, so it's easy to use, and it will cast healing spells. It heals all friendly units in a small area. Big Mouth Imp Ashes. It uses 60 focus points each time. For Ashes, it's got high attack power, pretty decent desire to fight too. Just like its shape, it is a simple and easy to understand turret. Waybird Ashes uses 65 focus points, and the DPS is higher. The attack desire is extremely strong, and therefore it is easier to take damage and has a lower survival ability. But at least it can be the NG+1 Godric. Horned Warrior Ashes uses 112 focus points, super tough on its own, can even face off a boss head-on, also causes hemorrhage status effect, and has high poise value. Yeah, it is definitely stronger than the player themselves. Bloodfiend Hexer's Ashes cost 500 HP to summon, not focus points, decent in toughness and damage output. Lots of Bloodflame Hexes, top-notch blood loss build-up efficiency. After triggering bleeding, it will also appear a similar white mass bonus state, but personally, I think the Horned Warrior Ashes is better. Inquisitor Ashes, summoning costs 93 focus points. In addition to the basic fire spray attack, one buffs itself, but this enhancement is ineffective for the player. The other one heals a bit, which is effective for the player. Main issue is its low health and slow attack speed. Feels weak, it's crushed by enemies. Not very good to use. Mesmer Soldier Ashes, when utilized, summons cost 72 focus points. I thought it was just filler like the regular troop ashes in this video, but turns out the effect is surprisingly good. 2 soldiers have a strong desire to attack. Apart from that, AI loves using heavy hits. It can make up the poise value and is resistant to beating. So, it's a decent set of ashes, no frills. As for Black Knight Captain Who, he looks cool but kinda sus. His signature move looks fierce like a tiger, but in reality, it barely scratches and deals low damage. The action is very stiff, and it is easy to be suppressed. Basically, he's not as good as the Mesmer Soldier Ashes. Or Black Knight Commander Andreas, summoning costs 111 focus points. He's equipped with a large shield and extremely high health. If you're looking for a tank, he's your guy. He boasts some high poise value, but AI is all about shielding and defense. If the Tarnish doesn't join the fight, they'll still get crushed. Fire Knight Hilda summons can be summoned with 116 focus points. The actual experience effect is a little worse than the Horned Warrior Ashes, but he's got a stronger attack desire, so he hits harder. Mainly, his sword moves are slick. The skill is kinda like it's from Warfara. That reason alone makes him worth the hype. Another Fire Knight Quailine, isn't as tough as Andreas. He summons with 123 focus points. His trait is that the damage is very high, but he too gets suppressed. My personal feeling is that he's mid-tier strength-wise. Sword Hand of Knight Joan summons cost 86 focus points. It is still the same problem as the previous Fire Knight Quailine. It's easily crushed. Causes hemorrhage, decent bleeding build-up efficiency, but his damage ain't as good as Quailine. It is only at a usable level. Joan and Anna double the boost, costs 144 focus points. Naturally, the effect is much stronger than solo Joan. At least the output's way higher. Still, not as good as the duo of Mesmer Soldier Ashes. Persuade Mira summons cost 91 focus points. As a boss, it is very difficult to deal with, and as an ally, it is also a very active damage dealer. Packs a hemorrhage status effect. Hits super fast. The output efficiency is top tier, but it also has less lead volume. Demi-Human Swordsman Yash needs 129 focus points to summon. Same issue as the previous Fire Knight Queeline, high damage that gets suppressed in melee. Divine Bird Warrior Ornus costs 131 focus points. Just like the Horned Warrior Ashes, it can attack under the boss's fire. Signature move hits crazy hard. Godric didn't last a minute against him. This Ash is definitely from one of the stronger ones. Taylor the Golem Smith costs 138 focus points. It can also withstand the boss's output, but its hit rate is relatively low. However, it's tough and has high HP. Certainly, it's not top tier strong, but it's a solid no-frills-good Ash. Ancient Dragon Florus Axe uses 85 focus points. Its moves are unique, all accompanied by voice acting. Signature skills are Group Game Box. It can boost itself and its nearby ally damage negation by 10%. However, overall, the AI isn't too keen on attacking, so their DPS is pretty low. Alright, next up, item descriptions. It may involve spoilers. There is the chart contains 64 ashes in the main game, which means there is 84 ashes including DLC. Since many of the unpacking and testing tools have not been updated yet, so we can't see the basic HP of the DLC ashes. I'll let you know if it's updated, and I'll add to the comments. Alright, that's all content of this video. If this was helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for support. I'm Elden, keeping it real with the good stuff. Catch you next time.